6 reasons why Magellan's expeditions were pure hell. In 1519, a fleet of 5 vessels departed Spain. Led by Magellan, they embarked on a daring mission, circled the globe for the first time in human history. Magellan faced mutiny from his crew. Their rations dwindled to mice, sawdust, and leather. Magellan never made it back alive. In fact, only 18 of the 260 original sailors returned home. 1. Magellan never had a clear route in mind. He suggested sailing along South America's eastern shore until the land ended. He used a globe to show the planned path, but Magellan misjudged the true distance. He thought the round trip would take 2 years at most. Magellan evaded questions about passing through the Americas. A priest asked how he'd proceed without a strait. Magellan gave no answer. Reaching South America, finding a passage proved arduous. The Santiago ship perished in a storm. 2. Magellan faced mutiny from his crew. He concealed the sailing route, and he was also Portuguese. Spain and Portugal were colonial rivals at the time. Voyaging conditions were also arduous. Many captains and sailors hated Magellan. A plot emerged during the winter stop. Mutinies and fights broke out on the decks, but Magellan dealt harsh punishment. One captain's beheaded body was quartered. This exemplified the cost of disloyalty. 3. Magellan misjudged the Pacific's immense expanse. In 1520, he discovered the strait bearing his name. His vessels entered a serene ocean, which he dubbed the Pacific. He anticipated a quick voyage to the Spice Islands. Yet leaving South America's coast, an unexpectedly vast ocean appeared. 4. Conditions grew dire as the journey dragged on. The crew survived on meager rations. They resorted to eating mice, sawdust, and leather. Water was severely rationed. Hunger seemed to make even Magellan irritable. He found his maps grossly mistaken, abruptly tossing them overboard. Crossing the Pacific took 3 months and 20 days. 5. Overconfidence cost Magellan his life. After the first stop, Guam, his crew reached the Philippines in 1521. Some people there seemed open to joining Spain. Their leaders saw benefits in an alliance, but Mactan chief Lapu-Lapu said no. Magellan, an ex-soldier, chose to attack him. His force of 60 Spaniards and 20 to 30 locals invaded at dawn. Magellan thought his guns and armor would easily beat the islanders' spears, but he was wrong. The invasion boats could not reach the shore because of rocks. Magellan's men had to jump in the water and walk to land. 1,500 warriors were awaiting them. The Spanish guns and crossbows missed in the chaos. A poisoned arrow hit Magellan's leg. He fought hard to survive, but a warrior cut his leg with a sword. Magellan fell down. Then others attacked and stabbed him until he died. 6. Just 18 of the 260 original sailors made it back home. After all the turmoil, the Spanish abandoned another ship, the Concepcion. Too few men remained to sail it. 2 ships reached the Spice Islands, but only the Victoria sailed on. It circled Africa's Cape and headed for Europe. On September 6, 1522, it returned to Spain. Just 18 of the 260 original crew members remained aboard. They were weak from malnourishment and exposure, yet they achieved an incredible feat: the first circumnavigation of the world.